Post-match reaction for True Faith podcast and YouTube channel. I'm Alex Hurst. Newcastle have drawn 2-2 with Tottenham in what some people are calling a good point. I'm not so sure about that myself. I think when you've won, before the game, 2 of your last 20 fixtures, 2 of your last 18 in the league, you need to win games. And the fact that Newcastle have a run of fixtures coming up, which likely won't result in any victories, means you have to win games. But what I won't deny is that it was a vastly improved performance. I always thought, let's face it, it was going to be very hard not to have an improved performance after the capitulation at Brighton, which was a disgrace. Bruce, not for the first time this season, complete, massive, fuck off, tactical reset. They were dogmatic in their pursuit of this ridiculous split striker diamond formation. That's gone out the window. Fair play to Steve Bruce for that. Should have done that about 6 weeks ago, but he didn't, and he has now. Went back to 5 at the back, which we also, I think we're like 2 in 25 or 2 in 26 for winning games playing 5 at the back. But you can't deny a much better performance for Newcastle. And if there was a team that deserved to win the game on the balance of play and the balance of chances, for me it was Newcastle. But we didn't win, and I don't know whether that's part of the problem. That this is what bad teams do. They play well, dominate games, create lots of chances, don't win. So I don't know how it stands. Even before, I'm recording this before Fulham play at Villa. Kind of even aside from that, I still think Newcastle had to win that game, and they haven't. So I'm not particularly delighted. I'm not saying anyone is delighted, but I'm reading a lot of positivity out there, and I like that. I like that Newcastle fans have a performance to hang on to and be positive with. Way more questions than answers for me. I thought Matt Ritchie was excellent. And if you look at that first goal, Ritchie, Gale, Longstaff, pressuring players, harrying them, forcing the mistake. Where's that been? How come Sean Longstaff hasn't played since January? How come Matt Ritchie never gets a game? Dwight Gale cause problems for Spurs in the middle. Should have scored. A great header, great position, good ball from Jonjo for that chance in the first half. He's got to score the rebound. Bit unlucky. Lloris squeezes on the inside of the post, but you've got to take them chances. But we, as in the fans, and I'm sure you people watching, you all know Joe Linton plays better through the middle, paired with a striker. Best performance for Newcastle I can think of are Burnley at home when we won 3-1, plays through the middle with Callum Wilson. Palace away, plays through the middle with Callum Wilson. And today, played through the middle with Dwight Gale. Why doesn't it happen? How come it's taken us to game 30 of the season for that to actually take place? It's kind of as positive as it is to see him get a goal using his right foot. There we go, Joe, learning. It's just so frustrating that it's taken this long. When every single Newcastle fan I know, so if you have to play Joe Linton, play him through the middle with another striker, and he'll contribute positively like he did. He should have scored in the second half, but 1 out of 2 for him is decent. I don't want to knock his performance. I thought he had one of his better games for Newcastle today, and more of that, please. I thought Matt Ritchie, like I said, comes in. He's got the passion, he's got the drive. He's talking to players. He's shouting at players. Newcastle are a very quiet team. I don't like watching the crowd noise on the TV, so I always have the crowd noise turned off when possible. We're a quiet team compared to other teams, but not with Matt Ritchie in the team. I'm not saying just pick lads who shout. Far from it, but he was good. He played really well. He had a good energy. He was driving the team forwards, looking for an equaliser, and fair play. And again, it's frustrating. I'm frustrated that why is it taking this long to pick that team? But it was a good performance, a good point, and it was an improvement. It's not enough. It's too little, too late for me, and I seriously worry looking at our fixtures compared to Fulham's fixtures, regardless of what happens today, that we're still going to get relegated. But it's a step in the right direction. You're not going to beat anyone playing like we did against Brighton last week. So playing better today and creating chances, that's the key thing. Creating genuine chances gives you a lot of hope. What doesn't give me hope, we've now conceded 50 goals this season. The defending for both Spurs goals was pathetic. Emil Kraft, I don't have the words. Why doesn't he finish a game, by the way? Never seen a defender substituted as much. Can't finish a game. I have to hope Fernandes and Clark were injured, because to play Emil Kraft at centre back, it's like a suicide note, isn't it? It's for a manager, it's like a resignation letter. Pathetic for the first goal. We'll have no game management because we're never in the lead. Like, players don't know how to react to being in the lead because we're never in the lead. And the second goal, I think Paul Dummett's really, really poor. He plays all of their players onside. He runs towards the middle of the pitch. The lad who should be offside is running through the middle. Harry Kane is on him, spins off him. It's not good enough. Dummett had a solid enough game apart from that, but you cannot. It's almost impossible to defend like that in the Premier League and win games of football. So the defending for both goals was a shambles. That's really frustrating. But again, trying to be positive, you think Fernandes, for me anyway, walks back into that team in that position. So there's going to be a natural improvement there, even if he continues with 5 at the back. We went 4-4-2 at the end, which for Bruce is like, wow, changing the formation during the game, miracles do happen. And he went 4-4-2. There's a real, I don't know what you people think, we're great to hear in the comments, but there's a real confusion about team selection under Bruce. He doesn't know his best team. 5 changes again for today. Like 5 changes for a Premier League game is mental. So he's admitting one or two things. One, he got the team selection wrong at Brighton, which I think he did and has done for weeks before that. And 2, that these lads who have come in, regardless of how the lads did at Brighton, should have been playing anyway because they're better. If you're going to play 4-4-2, I think you should play Almiron up top with Gale. I think Almiron playing in the 3, in a midfield 3, it's been proven not to work this season already. When he's further back towards his own goal, he gets caught in possession because he's a fucking striker, man. Number 10, that's not his position. I'd like to see him play further up the pitch, but he's probably going to play. I mean, he's been playing Joe Linton without scoring, so now he's scored. He's guaranteed to play for the next 50 games and beyond. So he's going to play Joe Linton. So I'll play Joe Linton and Gale. I think they should play 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1. I've said it for a while. St Maximin coming back is interesting. I have a feeling that when Wilson's back, if he's back for Burnley, he drops Gale and he plays Wilson and Joe Linton. It's going to be really interesting. This is the thing about Newcastle's team under Steve Bruce. Bruce has got loads of options. Other teams like Fulham and that can't make 5 changes because they don't have 5 players on the bench who are pushing against the first team. Jacob Murphy's never let Newcastle down this season. He's never let Newcastle down. Where's he been? How come he, when does he come in and play badly? And I don't think Jacob Murphy is the answer, by the way. I don't think everything is better because Jacob Murphy's playing for Newcastle. But he's a good player. He's confident on the ball. He causes problems. He can cross the ball. Like I said, today was much better, but just raises so many questions about Bruce for me. We didn't win the game. I thought we needed to win the game. And, we're going to Burnley next week in a massive game. And if you lose that game, you're pretty much down, aren't you? Because if you cannot beat Burnley and you cannot beat Brighton and you cannot beat West Brom and you can't beat Wolves and Villa, how are you going to beat Arsenal and Liverpool? It's just in Man City and Leicester. That's the concern. But you know what? We didn't get beat today. It was nice to have that kind of cheering at the end of the game and celebration. And I thought Joe Willock comes on and listen. We shouldn't be able to bring in a lad, Joe Willock from Arsenal, who can't get a game, and he comes in Newcastle. And he had a great debut, was really good, but he comes in and it's like he starts automatically. He starts 7 games in a row, and what's wrong with Matty Longstaff, who wasn't even on the bench today? Sean Longstaff. People get annoyed at Sean Longstaff because he does give the ball away a lot, but he's always looking to move the ball quickly. He's always looking for a forward pass compared to Hendrick and Hayden, who are like sideways, backwards, two touches on the ball, 3 touches on the ball, play the ball back to Jamal Lascelles, where Sean's always trying to do something positive, and I like him for that reason. But Joe Willock comes in. I thought he was probably promoted where he shouldn't have been ahead of a lot of players, but he come in and he scored a goal. Today he was great when he came on. He had loads of drive and energy, and a bit like Richie, it's like sometimes it's that kind of that mental side of the game where they seem like winners to me, Richie and Will. They seem like they hate losing compared to some of the other lads in the squad. Hello, John Joe. And that deserved the goal. And it was a great moment. And how many times have we said this, particularly to Bruce, but this has got to be the start of something. We've got to go to Brighton. And when he sat here doing a video, Burnley, after Burnley saying like, well done lads, 2-2 draw, like, no, we have to go to that game. Bruce has made a career out of not winning football matches at the top level. He needs to go to Burnley and win. That's what needs to happen. Anything else is just noise. Regardless of what happens with Fulham today, he has to go to Burnley and win, and he needs to pick the right team. And we need to have that almost, I wouldn't call it a gung-ho approach, but today we had something like 15 shots from inside Spurs' penalty area. If we do that against Burnley, we'll win the game. Convinced of it. Thanks for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, give them a like, subscribe to the True Faith channel. We're really ramping up my YouTube content because people keep asking us to do that, so we will. I'll probably be back doing one of these after the Burnley game. Cheers.